Maybe you feel like you just can't make it through the day because of whatever the situation is, and you don't see any way to solve it. I've been there. When my girlfriend and I broke up, it kind of tore me apart a lot, like in some serious ways. But one thing I told you guys before, one thing I just can't do is I don't sulk. And sulking in it is healthy. It is. It's a little bit healthy, just kind of like be there and just admit the feelings you have and accept them. But to do that too long is where it gets dangerous. And I'll say that you should find a way to move past it and get some things you can't move past. Like when someone in your life dies or passes away that you loved and really, really loved, it's a mark of honor that you care about them and never really let them go. But you have to understand too at the same time that that person, if they really loved you, they wouldn't want you feeling sadness for their loss forever. They want you to be happy. And if you're gonna honor their memory, you need to go out and be as happy as possible. You missing them means that they meant something to you. It means that you cared. And caring is one of the most important things you can do in this world, on this planet, on this earth. If you don't care, I dare say you're not really even human. People that are psychopaths don't have empathy. Don't be a psychopath, you know? Show love for other people. Be great. Get out there and find a reason to love. Notice I didn't say a reason to live. Find a reason to love. Friends, family, even material things. They can be a way out. And I'm not saying go out there and like buy yourselves a big TV or buy a bunch of clothes. Sometimes that does help though. Like I know when I was really sad one time, I went out and just bought a bunch of clothes to make myself feel better. It was right after my divorce actually. I was like, you know what? I can't lay on this couch anymore. I have to get up and do something. So I went out and I, bought clothes that fit me better. And some people say, yeah, you're wearing little kid shirts now. Ha ha ha. And I'm like, well, shut up, because I can wear them. You can't fit in them. Okay, I shouldn't say that. But you know what I mean? Like, I bought things that made me feel better, to just kind of like ease the pain, smooth it over. But don't let that become your everything. That's, don't let that like take over, Let that be a part of your moving on process. Let that be a part of your healing process. I know, again, one of the most important things I had when I lost my wife was friends. And when me and my girlfriend broke up, I had friends that were like, you know what, I'll be there for you. You need to talk, blah, blah. Like I didn't cry, but I was in a lot of pain, And I was open about that, I didn't try to hide it from people. I tried to be very, very transparent. And I think that's another thing too, like you can't keep your emotions all inside. You can't keep it to yourself. You need to allow yourself to have a support system. You need to allow yourself to be happy because you deserve happiness. You are an amazing freaking person. There's so much you can do. There's so much you can live for. You can tell yourself that's not true. Feel free to tell yourself that. But it's not. Everyone has the same capabilities. If you can walk outside right now and find a homeless person and give them $1, you can do something great for people. If you can walk outside right now and help someone do something they didn't know they could do before, you are an amazing person. If you can walk outside right now and teach someone something, anything, you are an amazing person. You can touch people with your words. You can touch people with your physical hands. Don't do it to everybody, because that's weird. Like when I was like, hey, having a bad day? I'll rub your head. If I did that, I might get arrested, and then I'm not really helping anybody. But then again, when you're in jail, you help that person who's in the cell next to you, like, hey man, let's have a conversation, let's laugh, let's do something. My point is that we all have potential to be great, and it's like a huge shame to squander that by being sad. And the thing is too, if you've been depressed, if you have any kind of depression, it's not a thing that's like, oh, I feel better now, It's a thing you have to work at every single day. And sometimes you might need medication. Sometimes you might need help. Sometimes you might need to talk to someone. But the thing is, you shouldn't give up. And I know it feels bleak. I know you want to give up. Trust me, I have been there. I have wanted to give up. I've literally said to myself, you know what? I can't do this. I can't live like this. I can't deal with it. I'm gonna give up. And you know what? If I would have given up, I would have missed out on a lot of opportunities. I would have missed out on a lot of things. I would have missed out on a lot of awesome people in my life. And that realization made me get up, made me not give up, made me push for it, made me go faster, made me go harder, Like my little sister had a baby, 3 years ago. Like she's not a baby anymore. She's like a toddler. But, she's one of the most amazing people ever. And had I given up, I would not have gotten to see her grow up and become the freaking funniest person I've ever seen in my life. I look towards the future, you know, like what if I meet someone else, you know, like I mean my girlfriend didn't work out, but let's say I meet somebody else. I'm gonna miss out on meeting that next person. Yes, that thing when we broke up was very, 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 very sad. But to sit there and just be like, oh, I hate my life now and never find anybody else better, that's not going to push me forward in life. And I think you, and yes, I too, we have to realize that. And we have to move forward. Take your time. I'm not saying do it in a day. It takes years to make changes, especially when they're like deep rooted in your heart and they're in your mind. Like, you can't build Rome in a day, but you can definitely lay down a foundation. I hope this reaches you. I hope it helps you. I hope you feel better. No, you can always ask me questions and talk to me down below in the comments and, you know, on my Facebook at facebook.com/4nerds or on Twitter. And I'll put all that down in the description below, so feel free to click around there. But yeah, guys, if you're feeling this and it's something that you needed, you know, just thank you for taking the chance to look at it for yourself. You know, build yourself up because you are amazing, because you are alive and you have opportunities. Go out there and make the most of it. Ever use teleport. Yeah, man, like it's been super sad, you know, with the girlfriend thing, but I'll tell you this. There is a light in the tunnel because as of recently, maybe we get back together, you know? Maybe that's the thing. I'll talk more about that later. But I still know what it feels like to feel like hopelessness and helplessness and just see nothing but a dark tunnel. But I also know what it's like to see the light. And I know what it's like to not give up. And when I tell you that that's way, 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 way better, you gotta believe me.